I am guided by imagination, open to my creation, creating wins and celebrations. Don't be overwhelmed by information, more important than education. Be inspired by your exploration on the path to your destination, leading to innovation. Yes, you are guided by imagination. Hello, and welcome to the Guided by Imagination podcast. I'm your hostess, Joyful Jennie. And I was going to say Jennie Edwards, but we've got to throw the branding in there, right? Joyful Jennie. And I'm here with my amazing guest today, Bethan Mary, the warrior. So we throw in her branding. And Bethan, please tell us a little bit more about who you are and what you do and why you're the warrior.
Oh, I'm so pleased to see you again, Jennie. Such energy in that. My name is Bethan Mary Thompson, the warrior, and I'm here speaking from UK in South Wales, Cardiff. So good evening to all my global fans here and there. And I'm a warrior because I use my lived experience to help people who've been through overcoming trauma, who've been through grief, if they've been caring for somebody with a long-term sickness. My late mum had dementia, and then she had dementia and cancer very quickly. And also I'm helping and supporting families and corporates for mental health and wellness.
Thank you so much. That is so needed. I appreciate all of that. And related to, where you're at right now and your expertise, I'm just curious, how did imagination or creativity maybe lead you on your life path or make a difference?
Yeah, it did. I've always written a long time and read. And then when my mum was dying, I was reading more and I was writing more. And then when I was going through grief, it was one of the last counselling sessions, and they said, go home and start writing to your mum and get all your emotions out, and that's how you can deal with things. And it was just before COVID. And then I thought, okay. And then I decided we did have a business, mum and we made cards and, we did various things because I couldn't go far even then, even before COVID. So I thought, what am I going to do? And I decided that I would, keep the name of the business, Night Butterfly, because I was working day and night. And I would set my own business up as a speaker and help people that are obviously going through grief and going through caregiving and transforming, and used all my life experiences and leadership as well from my prior life before caring, to inspire other men and women that they can get through it. I was arrested and I wrote for hours and hours in the early stages about going from the darkness to light. I wrote about my faith, and I just decided this is what I'm going to do now, help people.
Wow. That's so transformational. And do you think that is there anything that kind of stemmed from, that was kind of seeds were planted, maybe even from being a child, that kind of opened up this way of thinking for you?
I think so. I mean, I was a brownie, I was a guide, I was a young leader, I was a rangers and that, and even, as you go through life and the jobs and that, I put my hand up, say, yeah, I'll go and do this thing. But Princess Diana's stuff was all coming to Cardiff, and I'll go and do this hostess for 3 days, and I get to meet some amazing people, tell them about my city. And then every job that I did, I wanted to go that bit further and that, so, and I wanted to learn. And when I went into legal, I wanted to do all the areas so that I could use it outside. So each time I used something and thought, I can do this. And obviously now, as we come to this part in my chapter of life, where I'm 60, I want to show people that we can still do these things. I was a great avid reader in my younger years, and I belonged to this book club. So now I'm about to launch a book club,
Yay!
which is going to be super exciting for people because, like, although I know that we've got the technology and people like can read, on a Kindle and that, but let's go back to, if you think that a book that you like, it's a bit like The Sound of Music. I'm talking, I don't know why I've got The Sound of Music on my brain at the moment, but everyone loves that. They
That
love the
hills
book,
are
they love
alive.
this, yeah, they love the songs, and it brings them great joy and emotion. And that's what we need now, is to feel that emotion when we pick up the books, whether it's a business, and remember things, remember small parts of that so that we can use it outside and think and connect with that. I when my mum was in hospital, I sat outside underneath a tree and read books and books and that, because there was nowhere to go. So, and I needed to be there, but not go home.
Mm.
So, and I know that people are like starting to think, here we're coming into autumn, here, and the seasons are changing. But as people think about the seasons changing and our climate, everyone's more conscious about things, but to start thinking about what they can do to relax their mindset
Mm. Yeah.
and find different ways of doing the mindset, because like when when you can't go anywhere when you're caring and you need to do exercise, you can get up and dance, like, with your flower. It makes me want to think like you want to get up and do dancing
Yeah.
and things and, listen to music. So we can all do these things outside the box.
Yes. So, what would you recommend for our audience if they want to shift their mindset and do something like in the next few days?
I think that depending where they are, I think that one of the things that I think they need to look at is to make themselves a mind map, is to put, circle, get a piece of paper and that, and think, right, what what do I need? Like, if you need a new pair of trainers in that, so that you can go walking, and you can have these big travel mugs. I just bought one now in the house and that, because you can even take that in the garden, and you can sit in the garden with your book and put your music on or your podcast. You don't have to go far, because I'm on crutches at the moment, so I can't, but you can still do these things. I mean, at the end of the month, I'm actually doing a 3 mile walk.
Wow.
So even despite I'm on a crutch, which is quite difficult,
Yeah.
but when I get to the end, even though I can't do it all, I'll have my medal and that. And I'm remembering someone I loved very much, because Mum and I were very close. So in the next, week or whatever, just think what's going to bring that joy to you, that, that's going to make you smile, whether you watch a comedy and just have a duvet day and say, right, today is going to be, for 2 hours, I'm going to have a nap in the afternoon. Am I going to sit outside? Am I going to go and visit a castle? There's lots of things that we can do that, and sometimes it's not necessarily even spending money. It's like, we all ladies like fashion. I love watching fashion. I might not have a load of money sometimes to buy what I want, but we can still watch those things and find joy in things.
Yeah. Yeah. And dream and want, and be excited about that.
Exactly. And think, oh,
Imagine
I might not
ourselves.
be able to have that. Yeah. But, you can imagine having those pair of boots or that coat, and for men as well. And if you think about it, it's even people are sleeping not great at the moment and that. So that's another thing. Sleep is so important. And
Yeah.
when you investing now in buying things with our money, because it's so precious, is thinking, a nice cozy pair of pajamas or a nightshirt is going to be really better than a cheap one that's not going to keep you as warm, because you're going to get that sleeping.
Yeah.
because if you sleep well, then that's something that people can do as well. Because if they're sleeping well, they're going to want to get up in the morning and then want to walk their children to school on a Monday instead of like going in a car.
Yeah, exactly. So, Bethan, I would love for you to share, Bethan Mary, I should say. I would love for you to share how can people connect with you and find out more. I know you have a podcast too.
Yeah,
Tell
I
everyone
have a
how do you
podcast. I started my podcast over 2 years ago, and I've had some great guests, and we're going to be on it soon. It's on StreamYard. I have mine on StreamYard. It's called the Warrior Cymru Café because I'm in Wales, and obviously the Warrior. And it's meant to be like being in a cafe. I wanted it to be fun like this and being like Starbucks because even though we're the other side of the world, which often is at the moment now, we're just like blessed to have Zoom and everything else, is that to meet up, share where we both are, and then share some golden nuggets. And it's about making my guests shine and bringing theirs out so they can things. So I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Spotify, there's Apple, and I'll give you the links and that so that you can attach it with a podcast and yeah, all the social media.
Excellent. Thank you so, so much for all of your warrior wisdom and storytelling. I really appreciate you and the work that you're doing to help others, especially with the mental health and making a difference in people's lives. So thank
I
you so
think,
much.
sorry to interrupt, I think that at the moment, with everything that people are going through, and obviously people, we were talking this morning, people are very fearful of injections. There's very much a balance everywhere. And that, it's like politics. People are trying not to get involved in it, although they are watching you to see what's happened. We've just had it. And I think that people are still, I don't think people realize that people are still actually undergoing the stresses and triggers from COVID. It hasn't gone away, but people have got long-term effects from COVID. And if they're caring for somebody, like Kate Garraway, she was caring for somebody, that's anticipatory grief. And when someone's got a long-term illness and effects that haven't gone away now, they are dealing with that grief every day. So I think it's huge for people out there. And I want people to understand after this, that think about that it's a hidden thing. It's like a hidden disability, like I've got, with my head injury. That's a hidden thing that isn't visible to people, but people just say hello, are you okay? Text their friend and that. And I just lost a very good friend very quickly, and
Mm.
it'll hit you, and it hits people like grief from the river. And I want people to think, just pray, for those people out there that really need our prayers.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that from your heart. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, as well. But I think it's important, I think it's important for us to all pray at the moment for these people who are, going through some really rough times. And I've been there. And you think you think you're through the five phases, and then suddenly something will happen and it's gonna go, and you're gonna actually like wake up and think, oh, it's hit me again. And it'll keep hitting us. But all we can do is in the next week, as you say, is to find the joys in what we can. And whether it's walking in the rain, you put your raincoat on, and no one likes walking in the rain, but it's being outside with flowers, you know, being
Necessary.
in
It's
a
necessary.
place where that you can find other emotions so that you're not in that darkness
And clear mindset.
and clear,
Be,
yeah,
be mindful
clear
of
that mind,
when you need to.
clear that mindset away from all the chaos, away from sometimes even this. because, it's all energy and that. And then you can come back refreshed and ready to deal with the children, deal with your parent or whatever, or deal with your own trauma that's within you.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you. Speaking of children.
That's what
Yeah,
they do.
it's yeah, exactly. Yes, I agree. And I appreciate all of your kind words. And is there anything else that you would like to share with our audience?
I think that I want people to wake up tomorrow and think, right, and think of three things that they can do. That footwear today, I was thinking, is so important, and that, and if you're agitated, feet massages are a great way, and hand massages are a great way, even for men. They do it in care homes a lot as well. And, when people are looking after people with dementia, but anyone, if they've got like, you know, can get agitated, they can use foot cream or, stick their feet even in a bowl of water,
Hmm.
water, and, it'll be fine just to have that 5 minutes. Have a hot bath, ladies, in the middle of the day if needs be.
That sounds
It doesn't have to be in the night, it can be in the day. Put some music on and, take that time out for yourselves. Because
mm,
if we are not taking time out for ourselves, then we can't serve everyone to the messages that we're bringing out, to the other side. And that with our businesses, let alone our clients, we have to be feeling well and that. So, yeah, and get up and dance. Saturday, it's going to be Saturday tomorrow. Strictly Dance is back on here, and get up 5 minutes every extra day and dance. Dance. Even if you're sitting on a chair, you can do that. And get yourself moving and that, and do what you can. And I think the last thing I would say is whatever you do, make those great memories and tell the people that you love them before it's too late. Because
yeah.
one day it is, and I'll tell you a really funny example. Is just before my friend died, we were talking about jockey knickers, and every time I see knickers on the telly now, I can laugh, and that is actually making it better because I don't feel sad. So if I think about that, then that's not going to make you sad, because we were just laughing and joking as we get older that we do need to have, unfortunately, not these skimpy things and that, because we need to keep warm, because we actually need to look after ourselves and keep warm. And it is about that, because even though you might be in a hot country, for example, she had diabetes, so her feet, and a lot of people are working from home. That's the thing, you see. A lot of people are working from home, like we're sitting here. And if you're sitting for long periods of time, your circulation isn't going round. So
Right.
that's why you need to get up and move and out to get warm. But also, we can all get the electric blankets and all this other stuff. But also, you need to have those warm socks on, and to feel that warmth, and when you go to bed as well, so that you can get that proper restful sleep and then you're raring to go around the supermarkets tomorrow and
I
beat
feel
the
like taking
crowds
a
in the
let's see, can I
city.
just take a warm bath and a little nap right now? That sounds pretty nice.
Exactly, and why not, isn't it? I mean, that's a luxury now, but it wasn't at one time. That is, to me, that is a luxury now, because for a long, long time, I wasn't able to do that. I had to bath in the middle of the night when everyone was asleep at 4 o'clock in the morning,
Mm, yeah.
and not very long, and wash my hair at like godforsaken hours and that, because I didn't have that luxury to go out for meals. I mean, I don't go out now, but as much, but you don't have those luxuries and that. So people take those things for granted.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So the message to our audience is don't take it for granted.
Yes. And
in your
invest in
mindset.
things and invest in the things that bring you joy.
Yeah.
Like, if it, whatever it is, even if it's just a plant or something, when you go to the shops, even, there's a chocolate biscuits, it doesn't matter. It's having something as a treat and thinking, you know, we used to, for my niece, when my niece was little, we used to have little parties on a Saturday with all snacks and everything and make it like a movie night. Make movie nights and memories that, you can like look back on and think that you did that.
Yeah. It's a novelty. It makes it a a core memory.
Yeah, exactly. Because sometimes as people have dementia, they lose that, and your kids grow up, they grow away, and that, and then you're left and that. So make those memories so that you have got something to look back on and make you smile.
Yes. Excellent. Oh, so many good nuggets here today.
Yeah.
Well, definitely reach out. I invite the viewers here to reach out to you and connect and tune into your podcast as well. And I appreciate your time so, so much.
That's all right. Appreciate you. It's been wonderful, and that it's so lovely to see you again. And that you're always a bottle of champagne.
Ooh, pop. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Yes, more celebration with champagne.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, have a wonderful day.
And you too. Bye.
Bye.
If you want to take your imagination to the next level, join our free Facebook group, The Video Hub, for fast-growing local and global business professionals. We live stream educational content weekly to help you grow and monetize your results with video storytelling. Click the link below to access.